Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Watauga Bashing. Today we're going to talk about rigs. I'm going to start doing these every week. I may try and put out one or two a week. I'm going to try and do 2 videos today. That way we got another one for another week, just in case I get busy fishing or working, because I still work for a living like most of us do. But anyway, so today we're going to talk about one of my favorite rigs. I absolutely love it. People hate it. People I fish with, a lot of people hate even throwing it, or hate that I throw it, but it just flat out catches fish, and that is the Carolina rig. So what the Carolina rig is a bullet weight, a bead and a clacker, 2 beads and a clacker, just a bead, a swivel, and your favorite hook for whatever bait you're throwing. Throwing creature bait, extra wide gap is normally what most of us throw. And if you're throwing worms, offset worm hook, you can't go wrong with either one. You can do a lot of different things. You can throw a wacky rig worm on a Carolina rig if you really want to. It's just up to whatever you want to do. So without further ado, let's get into this. I'm going to show you down here on my kitchen table that I have a little towel thing put on, and we'll try and get this video out. If y'all like this video and end up liking this sort of thing, let me know. Put a like, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe if you want to. I'd really appreciate it. First off, I mean, I'm growing slowly, but I am growing, and I want to keep my channel growing, keep putting out content for y'all, get better with the content and with my fishing and myself as I grow through y'all. So without further ado, sorry, my mind went blank. It does that sometimes. But without further ado, let's get into this and see if I can't teach you something. And another one, this is mainly for beginners, because a lot of y'all already know this stuff. But let's do this. Alright guys, so what you're going to need here, you're going to need your hook, whatever your favorite hook is. Me, for creature baits, which is what I'm going to be showing you how to do today, it's going to be a 5/0 extra wide gap vector hook. If you're throwing worms, which I do a lot too, big straight tails, magnum trick worms, smaller trick worms, about anything, Baker also has a good hook for that. But you use it, whatever your favorite, that's burp, sorry y'all. Use whatever your favorite hook is. Okay, you'll need that, the weight of your choice and size. You can use barrel weights, which I do use, because the bigger the sizes, and they're just a little better sometimes. Bullet weights kind of go off of how deep you're fishing, right? A swivel, just a basic swivel. I think this is an Eagle Claw swivel. Owner's got some really good swivels as well. Double end swivel, not a snap swivel, just a regular double end swivel. Beads, whatever beads you like. Let me zoom in just a little bit. There. Alright, whatever beads you like. I just go in the craft section and get the cheap beads, because I've caught just as many fish with this, with and without a clacker. I always run 2 beads, but with and without a clacker, or just 2 beads, it don't matter. Whatever bait you're using. This is a brush hog style bait. It's a green pumpkin, black, got some purple and red flake in it. It's one of my go-tos. Okay, you need that. You need your whatever line you got on your rod. Right now I have, can't really see it. Right now I have 20-pound fluoro on this rod. This is my Hank Parker series Lew's Speed Stick, the Hank Parker Signature series. It's an IM8 carbon blank, 7-foot medium heavy, fast action, 10 to 20 pound line. I've got that paired up with a whoa, I just hitching, forgive me. Got that paired up with a Piscifun Torrent reel. Part of the reason why I really like this rod is you can see the blank. You can feel the blank the entire time. I kept it like this. I can feel that blank the whole time. Love it. Love this rod. And this rod's only $39. You can get it at Walmart. It's about the only place you can get it. And they make all kinds of different kinds of them. This is a worm and jig rod is what it says. Or large spinner baits and Carolina rig, which is what I use it for most of the time. So, and then you're going to need whatever your leader line is. My choice of leader line right now, I've been rough on this bull, is Suffix Elite. It's 12-pound test, clear fluorocarbon. I love it. Absolutely love this line. I love K9 too. I've been kind of bouncing around between a couple companies. This is one of my favorites as well. Okay, so what you're going to need to do first is find your line that goes on your rod end. Okay, once you've got your rod end, take your weight, your bullet weight, your barrel weight, tungsten. I'm with Titan tungsten too, and I just can't afford tungsten right now. Okay, you want to run that on there to where it moves back and forth, not pegged or nothing. This is kind of for beginners. So, okay, you're going to take your beads. I always like to take the smaller bead. I use 2 different sizes. I always run 2 because sometimes I don't have a clacker. I just run 2. I put the smaller bead on first, just below the bullet weight. And then I put the bigger bead on. The reason I put the bigger bead on 2 on the bottom is the holes in the diameter of the 2 are a little different sometimes, and the beads protect your knot, so that's why you have them on there. So you can add a clacker or not. So right now you have your bullet weight and your 2 beads on your line, right? Okay. Then you're going to take your swivel. I always tie a Palomar knot. I just do. It's an easy knot. It's fast. If you want to know how to tie it, I think there's some guys that has some really good videos on knot tying that can show you. Or if y'all want me to do a knot tying video, I can do that as well. Okay. So you're going to make a loop for your Palomar knot. Run it through the eye of your hook. Okay. You'll have a loop on one end and your main line tag in on the other. Tie a basic overhand knot with your loop. Take your loop, run your swivel through your loop, pull your loop up, wet your knot, pull it down. Now I always tighten with my tag in if I can. The reason being is this is going to put some stretch and stuff on your line. So if you tighten with your tag in down first, don't pull it tight, just snug it. You don't want to burn your line, and then tighten your main line. To me, that's how it works. That's the best way it works, because you see how you tag in. Well, y'all can't see that. Tag in's all a bunch of curls, right? Just cut your tag end off. So now you have this right here. you have your bullet weight, 2 beads, then your swivel. Nothing's tied on the end of your swivel. That's just the way it sits, okay? And then you grab your swivel. They still move wherever. Now, get on to the next part. I'm going to set that to the side for just a second. Alright, so now you want to take whatever your favorite line is. Okay. Me, I like to start off longer and move down to shorter depending on whether or not I'm getting bit. I always cut off the first 8 inches to a foot. Hang on weak spots. Pull out. 7-foot rod I try to stay with about 5 or 6 foot of line to begin with. If I need to go smaller, I go smaller. Sometimes you gotta go bigger, but not all the time. Okay, I'm gonna tie this on to the bottom of my newly made rig here. I'm gonna do a Palomar knot again. Some people freak out because they're not sure how to do it this way because you can't really run your main line through, but it's simple. Tie your overhand knot, make your loop, run it through, tie your overhand knot, and then bring your entire line, tag in, and everything that you don't have a hook on yet. Pull it through. Wet your line, pull it up, pull your tag end, then pull your main line a little bit, make sure it's good and tight. Do not over tighten it, you will burn your fluorocarbon. Cut your tag end off. So now you have your main line, your barrel swivel, and a line off of it. Remember, this is all free moving except for your swivel. Okay? Once you get done doing that, we're going to make this a little shorter just for learning purposes. So it's only going to be about a foot, and I fish it like this. Foot and a half, I do fish it like this. Then you're going to take your hook of choice, depending on bait and what you prefer. I tie a Palomar knot the entire time on this. It's quick and easy. If I have to retie, you do it that way. And before I forget, because some of you that don't know already are probably like, well, why did you are using 20 pound and using a 12 pound leader? Reason being is if I get hung up and can't get it undone, if I break off, which one's going to break off first? I ain't going to lose. This stuff right here is the really expensive part, because especially if you're throwing tungsten, glass beads, clacker, and the swivel, that gets really expensive. So at the most, if you throw a lower weight line for a tag in, it's going to break. You might lose your hook and bait, but you ain't going to lose all your terminal stuff. Okay, so let's get this going. Make your loop however you want it there or wherever. Run it through your hook. Make your loop, run it through your hook. Tie an overhand knot with your loop end, just like so. Run your hook through it. Pull it down a little bit. Wet it. Tag in, tighten it up, snug it. Clip your tag end off. Take your bait. Now these creature baits, you want to look at something. Anytime you're throwing a creature bait, Tactical Bass actually talked to this on one of their videos. If you lay it here, see how those little legs spread that way, and if you roll it over, they spread a little further. Well, sometimes they don't spread one way or the other, so you want to watch for that. Run your bait in here. Just nose hook it, run it up. I always do it this way, it's just the way I do it. Pull it up over the eye, then pull the eye back through. Figure out where your hook's gonna sit. Okay. Always look and see where your hook's gonna sit first. You have to pull it through there. Skin hook it. Got it a little crooked. Skin hook it. Now you have your basic Carolina rig with a creature bait. Now the reason you throw this, okay, is you throw it when you throw it out, and the way you throw it. Throw it out, it'll separate a little bit. It always does. Your bait will be back here. Well, as you drag this along the bottom and you do a slow side drag, and you set the hook side, do a sweeping side sweep. Don't set it over your head. Don't jerk it real hard. Just sweep to the side. As you're pulling it, your beads are banging, your weight's clanging off stuff, they're beating together. Gets fish's attention as they look down. What comes behind it? Your creature bait, your worm, whatever you're throwing. So, guys, that's how you tie it. It's been about 20 minutes. You can go heavier with the weight, lower with the weight, bigger hook, smaller hook. Kind of depends on you and what you're throwing. But that's all it is. So, let's get back over here and talk to y'all for a second. So that's how you do that. I'll try and get better on the videos and showing this stuff, especially my knots and stuff, as I go through it. But for all you beginners, there you go. Y'all don't forget, go check out Vector Hooks. They got a real good hook out. I love their hooks. Check out BJ's Custom Lures while you're at it. And all the people that help me make videos and fish for y'all. So that's it. Fish every cast like it's your last. I'll see you next week. Guys, y'all have a good one, and I'm out.